guys, welcome back to Thread Level Midnight. I'm Allison and this is my reselling channel where I show you guys what I'm able to find at the thrift stores and buy sell trade stores and online, and then I flip it for a profit. And today we are focusing on online arbitrage. So what that means is I source stuff only from Mercari, Depop, TheRealReal, Poshmark, and I think that's it. I don't source much on eBay. I probably could though. I have before, and I've never sourced through Tradesy because let's be serious. But the deal is that my car, Veronica geared, is in the shop, so I haven't been able to actually go to any in-person thrift stores or buy sell trade stores, so I pretty much had to source online, but I'm really happy with the results so far, and I'm not new to this at all. So I also wanted to give you guys a couple tips, kind of the main ways that I source online. So there's really two main ways, and you may have heard this before, but the first way is sorting by just in, and the second way is sorting by lowest price. Another tool that I use for both of those is saved searches. Not every platform has them. Mercari has a saved search feature. Depop has a really good saved search feature, and then eBay has one, and then of course TheRealReal has saved searches as well. And what I mean by saved searches is, say you go into Mercari and you enter anything into the search bar, it gives you the option to save that search. So you can, anytime you just come back into the app, you can just go to your saved searches and you can have all of your favorite things or the highest profit categories of your favorite brands to resell right there. So you can just go click, click, click and see what new stuff has come in. So that brings us to the first method, which is sorting by just in. So with this method, you really have to know your stuff on certain brands because you're not always going to have time to go off and do research before coming back and snagging this item. So you're going to save searches for all of your top things. You're going to become an expert in a handful of brands, maybe like 3 to 6, 7 brands that you just know super well, and you don't have to do a ton of research to know whether or not you are getting a good item to resell. So like, for example, I just have Ulla Johnson, Veronica Beard, Alice McCall, Self Portrait, Mara Hoffman. Those are my 5 favorite brands to resell, or at least to source online to resell. So I have those, and then a bunch of others like Zimmerman, Cinq-Osset, Burberry, stuff like that. All of the really good brands. I smile just thinking about them. And so whenever I have a spare moment, or whenever I'm kind of stealing myself to go look at Instagram for a few minutes, I also pop on to Mercari and Depop because those are the two easiest to retrieve information from saved searches. But also I feel like those two platforms have a lot of people undervaluing things, especially the kind of things that I'm looking for. So I just will go and I'll look on Mercari. They actually make it pretty easy. They have a little number next to the saved search if any new items have popped up in that search since the last time you looked. So that's really nice actually, and Depop does that as well to an extent, but not as much or as well as Mercari does it. So let's say that I just checked in on all my saved searches to see if there were any good items like an hour ago. I can come back and there will be like, say, a number 3 next to, Love Shack fancy sweaters. So I'm like, ooh, 3 new Love Shack fancy sweaters have been posted, let's go see. And say one of them is for $75 and it's new with tag. I know that, hey, most Love Shack fancy sweaters, as long as they aren't just one solid color, is like they're cute and they have some fun different colored elements and that they're the newer tag, I know that those are usually going to sell for at least $250 and up, new with tag, right? So from there, I might not have to go back to Poshmark or to Chrome to check comps. I know, hey, let me go check this listing to see, make sure that they say there's no flaws with it and everything like that. and buy it right away, because if I step off the platform and I go research for 3 minutes, that I could come back and that could be sold. And that has happened many times. I have learned that you cannot wait. So that is the first method that I use to source online. It's really time sensitive. You really have to do some research and you have to have your searches saved, but it's really, really effective. And there are lots of people undervaluing what they have, and sometimes you can message them and be like, hey, do you accept offers? Or you can make an offer. But a lot of times you're just gonna have to go and buy it for the price that they have it listed for. Because if you even make an offer, there have been times when on Mercari, I'm really debating, I'm looking at something and I'm really debating getting it, and I've only been looking at it for 20 seconds, but I see that there is another offer. Mercari will actually tell you that the dollar amount of the current highest offer, which is pretty cool. Poshmark tells you if there is an existing offer, but not the actual dollar amount that it is. So that's a great tool. If there's an offer, I'll usually just go and buy it outright. And so the second method, you don't have to have your research quite as on point. It is sort by lowest price to highest price. So still in these same categories that you've already saved, that are your favorite categories to flip. And by that, I just mean like Farm Rio maxi dresses or Ulla Johnson top. A lot of times it can just be the entire brand, like anything Veronica Beard. Or sometimes you want to do just Veronica Beard blazers. Whatever your research has yielded, that's the categories that you have. So you still want to be using those same categories that you already know are fruitful with the second method, where you're going from lowest price to highest price. And basically what you're looking for this time is definitely a low price, a good price still. But these older listings that for whatever reason people have not bought, usually the reason is that they took awful photos and nobody in their right mind who is shopping for themselves could possibly buy that item. A lot of times it might be that they only have stock photos and they don't have any photos of the actual item. And there's people commenting like, can you please post pictures of the actual item? And you can see right there that people want this item, but this seller is just not doing themselves any favors. So you know that you can go in there as long as they have noted that it doesn't have any flaws or it's brand new and everything like that. You'll still have your buyer protection in place so that if it's not brand new or not to the quality, the selling quality that they stated it was, that you can return it. You've got the buyer protection, so you're good there. So you can come and swoop in and you knowing that you can list that item with great photos and with all the information and the measurements, and you'll be there to answer questions. And whatever the reason that this other seller couldn't sell it, you know that you could. And a good example of that was this Burberry jacket. So I had been doing the research on Poshmark, historical research, where you go in the solds on Poshmark and you just go to a single category like jackets or dresses, and you set the price to like, I don't know, 150 and up or 200 up, and you just see for most recent sales which brands keep coming back again and again and again. So then you know to maybe add that brand or that category of that brand to your saved search list. So I had already been doing that, and I saw that Burberry leather jackets were popping up again and again in the above, you know, even $500 selling range. So I was looking on Mercari for Burberry leather jackets, and I came across this one that was listed for, I think, $250. And as you can see, the photos that they provided, it looks like they were in the back seat of a moving car at night trying to take photos of this jacket. Just awful. Nobody in their right mind could possibly buy that for themselves, even for $250, even though this jacket retails for like $2,800. But luckily they did include one stock photo, so I knew what the jacket actually was, and I knew that if it didn't look like that, I could return it because I had my buyer protection. So knowing that sold comps for Burberry leather jackets, especially with a real shearling element, this one had a shearling collar, we're selling for well over $500, $600, $700 and up dollars. So I took the plunge. I paid $250, I believe $250. Then I sold it on Tradesy for $950, y'all. $950. So after Tradesy fees, which are exorbitant, I netted $500. So that is the power of research, and it is the power of going in, sorting from lowest price to highest price, and scooping up all of those old forgotten listings that are really good items for a really good price, but those sellers are just really screwing it up. So those two ways are the main methods that I use to source online. That doesn't really apply to the TheRealReal as much, obviously. It somewhat does, but mostly I just use that for Poshmark, Mercari, Depop.
Here are 2 more examples of online arbitrage flips. Found this one buried deep using the price lowest to highest method. My sold listing. Wow. Would you look at that? From $80 to $340. Snatched this one up quick via the sorting by just in method. My sold listing. From $150 to $450. Wow. I am a robot and even I am impressed.
So without further ado, let's see what this stuff is. Okay, we're gonna do this one first. I don't actually know which one it is. Okay. Does anybody know what this pattern is before I tell you the brand? If this brand is in one of your top 5-ish brands that you're an expert on, then you definitely know. This is, yay, Mara Hoffman. Size 4. Look how amazing these pants are. So these are just like straight leg trouser pants with this amazing pattern. Mara Hoffman is known for her bright colors, color blocking patterns. I love this one that looks like paint. And I actually found these once at a Buffalo Exchange and I was so excited. And then I took them home and the crotch was like blown out. There was like a huge hole. So we can check this crotch and it is intact. So these are so cool. I can't wait to get these listed. These are the Mara Hoffman Arlene floral print linen and tinsel blend pant, y'all. So super cute. Of course, there's amazing stock photos for these. And I think I'm going to start the price for these somewhere around 200, maybe even 225, and then, you know, take an offer, maybe like 150. Hopefully. So awesome. And then I actually got 2 things from this seller. I think just 2. Oh no, I got 3, but the third one was for me. It was some Spanx, and actually these were supposed to be the nude color and they are black, but I can't really see a situation where I would care about that, I suppose. But anyway, these don't matter right now. The other thing I got from the seller to resell is another great brand. This brand is not in my top 5, but it's a brand that I can kind of see an item and know pretty quickly whether or not that would be a good flip. So this brand, and this is new with tag, which played a part in whether or not I sourced it, is Misa. Misa, Los Angeles. I almost said Misa, New York, but I think I was thinking of C, New York. But so this is a really, really cute balloon sleeve pleated midi dress. And I mean, pretty much Misa, as long as it's floral and bright, and as goes with most dresses, the longer the better. If I can get it for like 50 and under, then especially new with tag, you can definitely sell it for like 150 or higher. So I enjoyed, let me see. So this one actually retails at $3.92, which is great. And another good keyword that's actually in the style name of this one is tie-dye. It's actually the tie-dye blah 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 something, tie-dye floral. Yeah, so this is the Juliana dress actually. So with the retail at $3.95, I will probably start this dress at around $2.85 and then just take offers. I always price my stuff like pretty high because I have my Posture VA Chrome extension automatically sending offers to likers. Sometimes I do 10%, most of the time I do 20%. So if I price something really high, someone gets a 20% offer, that usually yields pretty good results. Okay, so there's those. Let me start my little stack right here. Okay, so good. Those didn't seem to have any flaws. Seems to be as described, which is great. Let's do this one next because I already started opening it earlier. So this one was one of those listings that had really shitty photos, so I just kind of have to hope that these are in the condition that they said they were. Okay, looks good so far. Yeah, I think so. This brand is Jenni Kayne. You probably know this brand if you are a reseller. This is only my second time ever sourcing Jenni Kayne, and I actually have a dress that I'm saving. Well, one for when I can get it, someone to model it, and two for closer to spring. So I haven't ever sold Jenni Kayne before, but I'm hoping that these will do well. I have seen sold comps over $200 just for these, and they are just leather and cotton sandals, basically. Let me see if I have the name of them here. So yeah, just Jenni Kayne cotton crossover sandals in military green. So pretty much like almost all Jenni Kayne stuff sells for crazy high amounts. I'm really excited to get into the Jenni Kayne game, and hopefully these will turn a really good profit because they are brand new. They've never been worn. And even though they are just sandals and they're not like a leather on the top or anything, the sold comps were still pretty good, especially if I know their value and I hold on for a good buyer. I do see some kind of little imperfection right here in the cotton, so I don't know, I might have to check that out. But otherwise they look really good. Are these my size? These are my size. Okay, well shit. Okay, so let's put those over here. Cool. Shoes, I don't do shoes enough. I feel like I could do shoes a lot more. I just love dresses and jackets too much though, you know? Okay, next one. Okay, this one is from one of the other platforms. I believe these two are both TheRealReal. Yeah. So this one is our last other platform. And I actually ordered online like twice as much stuff as this, but it just hasn't come in yet, and I can't keep waiting, especially since I wanted to open it with y'all. So maybe there'll just be a part 2 next week or something. Okay, what? Ooh, okay, this one is from Depop actually. And looks like I got some kind of little card, or I think I see a scrunchie right there. I believe this is dress. Let's see, I want to see what these are. I always think these little presents are so funny. Okay, this is just a purple, it's not even a sticker or anything, but they gave me a purple heart. So that's the vibe of this one so far. Oh, looky here. Take 30% off your next order. Use code WELCOMEBACK30 on Depop. Oh, and then they actually have like a website of their store. That is so cool. I mean, that is really cool. Like, yeah, I would like to do something like that someday. Get a lot of repeat customers. I just feel like my closet isn't big enough yet. I only have like 120 something items at a time usually. And then I got this scrunchie that is obviously homemade. I don't really use scrunchies anymore. I'm kind of out of the scrunchie game, but we'll see. Anyway, oh no, wait, y'all, we're not done. A purple heart and a pig. Why though? Why though? It's not a sticker. Again, I'm gonna reiterate, it's not a sticker. Yeah. Thank you though, person. Like, why not, I guess. And then some tissue paper, which I'm scared to wrap my stuff in colored tissue paper because I'm too scared of color bleeding. But this seems to be fine. So this is going to be a, bam, newest tag is Reformation dress. Reformation, y'all, is such a good category. I don't want to give away too many secrets, but so many Reformation items are listed every single hour of every day that it's a really good category. Some people that list these are bound to undervalue them. So, and it's crazy too, like this person's obviously a very established reseller and I'm about to flip the dress that she sold me. So I don't know, go figure. So this one, I believe it's midi length, but it's this really cute velvet dress and it has this little elastic, double elastic sleeve detail. And this is called the Mara blue velvet midi dress. It looks more purple to me right here, but anyway. So I'm going to probably, I think this retails for $298. I'm probably going to list it around $235. Which, you know, the fact that, because this person has their website, their Instagram, and Depop. They don't have like Poshmark or eBay listed. And the thing about Depop and why I love sourcing there is because we all know that it's kind of the home of the Y2K resellers. And these brands like Veronica Beard and Alice McCall or whatever is not their wheelhouse, you know? They might not, that's why they undervalue it, because they're like, oh cool, this is a good brand, like let me just pop it up on my store, and it's not the bread and butter of what they're used to selling, I guess. So a lot of times I just find nicer, more semi-designer stuff on Depop that's really undervalued. So super cute dress, super cute stock photos, as always with Reformation, always. So this was kind of a no-brainer, and fall is a great time for velvet. Anytime's a great time for velvet. And now let's get to our real stuff. Separate pack. Ooh, I know what this one is. Okay, so this one, actually, let me just say, I love selling matching sets of things. I am not the person on Poshmark who has, like, say, pants and a blazer. I just spit so far when I said pants. Like pants and a blazer and they're matching, they're a set. I am not the person who has two separate listings for them. And then, you know, I say like, here's the listing for the blazer. Oh, I'm in the description. I'm like, by the way, I also have the pants in my closet. I just don't like that. I don't like that vibe. I think everybody is excited by a matching set. And it's just more work for the customer to do, to be like, well, is it still in your closet? Like, or did somebody else buy it? Like, I really want the set. That's so cool. Because even if you're just buying it retail, it can still be hard to find the matching set. So anyway, I was able to find, do y'all know this pattern? Because it's the same brand as before when I asked you if you knew the other pattern. I was actually able to find a matching Mara Hoffman set on TheRealReal, which I was really just kind of surprised. So this is a 100% linen set. And one thing that's really important to me as far as selling matching sets though is that it has to have a good stock photo. For me, so much of it goes into if there's a good stock photo where they are wearing both the pieces and they just look badass. That's really important to me. Like, people see a stock photo and they're like, I want that look. I mean, it's advertising, you know? So this one did. And I kind of, on TheRealReal, you kind of have to hurry sometimes too, but it's not always hurry because in the next 5 minutes something's gonna be sold. But if you wait like till the next day or like hours later, like if you saw it in the morning and then you wait until the evening to go back and maybe buy it, then it might be gone. But I had a little bit of time to just at least make sure this had a good stock photo. So basically this is just a set with this matching top and matching pants, and they are both in the same size and everything. Yep, and I've actually sold a dress before with this exact pattern and it sold really fast. So, and I feel like pretty much rainbow anything will sell quickly. And then this one, I'm not sure what the pants are called off the top of my head, but I know the top is called the Easy Top, this cut of top from Mara Hoffman. So yay, that is awesome. I just feel like you can always get more for matching sets. Some people will say you can get more if you sell them separately, but I don't think so. It's not like when you buy a vacuum cleaner to resell and you strip it for parts and you sell all the parts individually. Like, that makes sense. Strip apart a vacuum cleaner, but this is not a vacuum cleaner, okay? Like, I think there's more value for the convenience of letting them find both pieces in one place for one price. So I love that so much. You're gonna see on next week's video of part 2, I got another Veronica beard matching set, and I'm so excited about those. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you saw my last Veronica beard matching set was that adorable like brown orange plaid, like super fall Halloween-y skirt and blazer set. It was magical. I love it so much. I get so much attention. Where's the box cutter? Okay. So these are the last few things from TheRealReal. Which way is up? Let's go with this. Okay. Ugh. Okay. This ring light is like really burning my eyes. Okay, so I actually got this one for myself because I needed to spend like $40 more in order to really cute Veronica beard silk top. I love with the Veronica beard tops that have the ruffles on the shoulders that go down in a V shape. It's so flattering. So anyways, and another thing I love about Veronica beard and why it's my favorite brand ever is that they are really true to size and they don't make me feel fat, like, because I'm a size 8, like that's the size that I identify with, and I'm a size 8 in Veronica beard. It's not too small. I'm not trying to close the buttons. I'm size 8, so I like that. I don't like having to be a size 10 in a brand. Okay, which one should we do first? Okay, these two are good. These are good, which usually if I'm getting something from TheRealReal, it's gotta be good. And I see a little blue mark on here that looks like a little pen mark. But anyway, we'll deal with that later. Okay, so this one, I feel like new with tag, this brand gets so much attention. This brand is Acler. Retails for a lot, resells for a lot. Their stuff is just so like architectural, like, and flowy at the same time. It's cocktail attire, but it's also like wedding guest attire, and it's also like businesswoman attire. So this dress, and you'll definitely need to refer to the stock photo, this is called the cathedral dress. and it is just so cool. It's just got all these fabrics. So much of Acler's pieces have these fabrics that you can do different things with. Like you can wrap them around, or you can let them hang, or you can tie it in a bow. So like this one, for instance, like you can let it hang back like that in the back, which looks really cool, or you can like pick it up and tie it and stuff. So anyways, but I just thought this one was so cool, and it's new with tags, and it was for a pretty great price, and it's definitely not oversaturated on Poshmark at all. So all of the stars aligned for this one. I've had good results with Acler before. People just really look for it, I think, and it's fairly new, so it's not like some of these brands where they've just been around. Like for example, like Tory Burch has been around for, it feels like decades. I mean, it's definitely more than, it is decades. It's more than 10 years for sure, but some of their stuff is just so old and so outdated, and with a brand like Acler, you don't have to really deal with that. Even Veronica Beard has like an old label. It's like a cursive label that looks all crazy. I appreciate that about newer brands, so I am really excited to get that one listed. And our last one for today is also really good because I think that it retails for the most out of anything here. I think. Let me check my computer. Oh, I didn't write it down. Okay, but I'm pretty sure I remember this retailing for about $1,200. Yeah, okay, I did write it down. It retails for $1,295, $1,295. It is a 100% silk. It is a maxi dress. It is an event dress. It is by Sync Offset, which means 5 to 7, because their whole brand's thing is like stuff that ladies wear like after work to functions, like between the hours of 5 and 7. It's like super cute. And this is called the Emira strapless drop waist floral. So it's got this series of bows here on the chest, and then it's just a maxi dress of like different varying lengths. It's kind of got handkerchief hem going on. I know it's hard to tell here, but I'm sorry. But I'm showing you the stock photo so you can see it. Just really, really cute. I should be able to get between $250 and $300 for this. This would be a great like wedding guest dress, or even like if it's one of those weddings where you're a bridesmaid but you can pick your own dress or something like that. It's just like a really good mix of girly and sophisticated and really unique, and unique is the main word for me. I love that. And Sync Offset I've had such good results with, and it's one of those brands, just like Veronica Beard, Alice McCall, that for whatever reason it just kind of lives in that range between where a lot of people do know about it, but a lot of people, they might come across it and they don't already know it, and it doesn't register to them as super designer fancy, so they just list it super undervalued. It's just, it's in there. It's in that zone, that green zone where all these brands live, where it's not Gucci, where it's a household name and everybody knows that you need to list this for a lot, and it's not Old Navy, and it's not Talbot's, and it's not Chico's, and it's not Topshop, but it lives in here where people, just everyday people, don't know about it. So that is where I live, in this spot right here, where a lot of these brands reside as well. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this. I really enjoy sourcing online because, like I said, that's where you have all the control. You are not just at the mercy of whatever physical brick and mortar store you are in to just see what the thrift gods have provided you with that day. You are in control, and I just noticed that the mirror behind me is super wonky-jawed. So somebody's probably going to have been watching this from minute 1 and is going to be very stressed out that that is so unbalanced and off-center. So I really apologize. I just noticed it. I feel terrible. I feel terrible. But anyways, please let me know down in the comments which one was your favorite, and if you guys do you retail arbitrage at all? I actually did a poll on my Instagram, and I said, do you online source on the reg or hardly if ever? And I just a little over half of everybody said hardly if ever. So I thought that was interesting. I wasn't really surprised though. I know it can intimidate a lot of people, but if you focus on the profit that you're going to make and not necessarily get intimidated by paying up a little bit, then you're gonna get some really great results. Don't be afraid to get something if it has terrible photos, because if the person says it has no flaws, you have buyer protection and you can return it if it does. So be the one to be there and scoop these things up. Just don't take my okay? See you guys next week.